Hi and welcome to the Behaviorist Show. It's David Locke. This is the 26-27 school year, and I thought I'd give you a quick tour of the room, setting the stage, making it a warm, welcoming environment for the kids who have the most significant behavior challenges. I don't worry about kids tearing up my room because they respect the room. They like the room. They want it to look like this, and so they just don't do it. Let's start with check-in. The kids come in the door, they check in, they've grabbed their contracts, their behavior goals, and they're held accountable to those goals. And today is Friday, which means store day. This is our store. The store will be open this afternoon, but only to those who are on purple level or higher. That's our leaderboard. That tells them exactly where they are this week, and they have to be on purple or higher in order to go to the store. This is our reinforcement schedule down here. It tells them what they can do, depending on what color level they're on. The reinforcer cabinet is over here. This has a variety of reinforcers for the kids to play when it's appropriate, after they get their work done. Work first, play second, always. They never get out of their work. The two bottom ones are reserved for the blue level. It's restricted. So it's just below purple and pink level, which is the highest. And the blue level students can only get reinforced with what's in the blue bins. Leader of the pack. Today, someone's gonna get the first leader of the pack of the year, and I think it's gonna be my first grader. She's been really trying hard this week, and I think she's done it. So we'll see how the day goes. We have our reading center over here. We have books. We have lots of books for the kids to read, lots of different variety of books. And then over here we have our reflection zone. They're feeling overwhelmed with emotions or whatever. They just don't want people to look at them, talk to them. Some students like to go in there and just kind of hide for a few minutes. Also, study carrels. These study carrels are designed to help them focus on their work. So if they're having a hard time concentrating on something, we can put them on a study carrel over here so that they can focus a little bit better. This is my station. My station up here on the screen. This is from classroomscreen.com, and they do a really good job providing widgets that you can customize and project it up on your screen. One of the favorite things that I like to do is the electronic schedule. I don't have any self-contained kids right now, but if I did, they would have an electronic schedule displayed up here that tells them exactly what they need to be doing at any given time throughout the day. So it provides that strong structure. It's very important for those kids. Today I have a calendar, a YouTube video that's showing, random national park images, and then we'll have soothing music playing in the background usually. And then over here at my station, we have the electronic data. This is the data that comes off of their contracts. I put it in every day, very simply, snapiqapp.com. And this displays what color level they're on in graphic form also. So I can kind of keep track of it really easily. Over here, this is another little reading nook. This is one of my favorite places. This is where the sunset is, or the sunrise, depending on what you look at it. It's actually a shower curtain. $5 at Walmart. It's a shower curtain, see? You can lift it up and see right behind it. Very simple, got an LED light behind it so it glows and it looks like a sunset or a sunrise. My lava lamp, my plasma ball down here. But this is a nice little area that they can kind of come and kind of semi-hide a little bit. We have our beanbag over here. Beanbag chairs, another place that they can sit. I have a lot of differentiated seating. They can pick wherever they want as long as they are in control of themselves. I don't really care where they sit. We have a little bistro set here in the cabin porch here that they can sit on, play games with each other during reinforcement time, or they can do their work. So there's lots of choice. And that's super important. We also have choice in lighting, so if it's too dark in here for you, the study carrels over here offer differentiated lighting. I can adjust these lights to the dimness, brightness that's comfortable to them. let's take a look at the cabin again. So this cabin is made out of reclaimed wood. It's actually my old fence. I made a facade of a cabin here. There's real windows behind here, but I do have LED lights behind it that are actually brightening it up right now. But this is plexiglass and film that comes from Amazon. Not that expensive, and you can change them out pretty easily to kind of, you know, add a little variety to the decoration every once in a while. We have a rocking chair also as part of the differentiated seating. My assistant and I, which by the way, my assistant is amazing. She's the one that put all of these trees together over here. This is real tree with the foliage. Did an amazing job with that. We're gonna meet Gracie in another episode, but let me tell you something, having a fantastic assistant is super important. If you're fortunate enough to have one, get a good one. And I got the best. You'll meet her at some point. Okay, so we made this century stock. It's very cool. We made it several years ago, and we kind of freshened it up this year, but it just adds a little bit more ambiance, I guess, to the room. Speaking of ambiance, let's take a look above the cabin. We have the facade of the mountains. This is actually the Chisos Mountains in Big Bend National Park, my favorite national park. I cut it out to make a silhouette of the mountainous skyline with a moonrise, and we have the clouds made out of batting material. The clouds are just glued up there with just Elmer's glue, and anyway, it just adds. Let me show you behind it so you can kind of see right here, and that's pretty much it. This is the room. Oh, guess what? Here's Miss Gracie.
Say hi, Miss Gracie.
I'm just giving the tour of the room. I was just showing them your handiwork with the trees over here.
Oh, great.
And telling them how awesome you are with our kids also.
Good.
It's really important to have great assistants. It's good. It's really important to have a classroom that's inviting to the kids, and so they feel warm, welcome, and loved. But that's it for today. I'll be back next week with more amazing tips on the Behaviorist shows. Follow me for more.